comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the newly announced pops for the upcoming movie, The Batman. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Funko Pop announcements for the upcoming DC Comics film, The Batman. I had to say it like that. Come on, it's Batman. So today, as I'm recording this, which is Friday, January 7th, which as you guys are watching this on the release date should be Saturday, January 8th, Funko finally broke their silence for the last couple weeks of doing Funko Pop announcements, and they kicked off with the Walt Disney announcement, but then followed up with pops for the movie The Batman, which we are going to be discussing about in today's video. Which, if I'm not mistaken, through the postings that Funko have done, they have announced about, I want to say 14 to 18 pops for this lineup. So I'm going to talk about them in the order of how this was posted. We aren't going to talk about the plush, just because I don't really have much to say about the plush, to be honest. We'll start off with, of course, the few comments that we got ourselves here, which we got ourselves two variants of the Batman. We got Selina Kyle with an unmasked chase, Oswald with a different suit for a chase, and then we have the Riddler, which these pops are pretty cool, to be honest. I like the two variants of the Batman, but I wish it was like slightly different in a way. I feel like you could have gotten away with one but not made the other. Like maybe if you would have just made the version where it looks like he has a weapon in his hand rather than the other one, then that would be fine, considering that they did make a 10-inch version of the Batman pops, which we'll go into in a little bit. So maybe they could have gotten away with maybe not having one but kept the other. The Selina Kyle pops are pretty decent. I mean, it's the same pose, obviously, just a different head sculpt. And of course, from what I'm guessing, this is Catwoman in the movie. I have seen the trailers, but only recently, and I've only seen them once through, so I never got to like kind of deep dive into the trailer. And I'm not surprised they make a masked and unmasked chase. Of course, you want to see what the character looks like unmasked, and then of course you have Catwoman, or Selina Kyle as it's called for the Funko Pop, masked version, which I wouldn't be surprised for anyone who wants to get both of these pops. Then we got Oswald. I think it's Cobblepot or Copperpot. I can't exactly remember. I just know if I say it super fast, it's gonna make me have a tongue twister. These are pretty decent, and realistically, it's almost like the only thing different is the body sculpt. Like, they didn't change the head sculpt, they just changed the body. It's a complete different outfit, but now as I'm realizing, both of these do have the umbrella in his hand, and one's got a trench coat and the other's just got an office coat, which is pretty decent. I mean, I don't mind that kind of Chase Common variant either. Then we got ourselves the Riddler, which is a little weird to me, mostly because I'm so used to seeing the Riddler from the Batman Is It Forever movie, the one that Jim Carrey played, and then like what the Riddler looked like in the comic books. And then you have this very weird different version, which, I mean, I'm not gonna crap on it because I feel like maybe it's just the Funko Pop that looks weird and that the actual attire looks pretty banger, so I can't really crap on the pop. Then I'm gonna look at the exclusive pops for the Batman, or at least the 4 different Batman and Bruce Wayne pops, which we got ourselves essentially what I'm gonna call a Battle Damage the Batman, which is going to Hot Topic, a unmasked Bruce Wayne, or it should just be an unmasked Batman, but he's wearing the Batman costume, but you see Bruce Wayne's head, which is going to be a pop-in-a-box exclusive, a normal Bruce Wayne, which is going to be a Target exclusive, and then what looks to be a Wingspan Batman that is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. I think, in my opinion, these are probably the best 4-inch pops of this entire set. I like the uniqueness of all 4 of these pops. I know that probably uniqueness isn't even a word. I just thought of that off the top of my head, but I'm just going to use it anyways. And I would rather have this version of the Batman for the Hot Topic exclusive than the common one. I'm really liking that pop-in-a-box exclusive. I love how they have the Batman attire and he's holding the mask in his hand, and then just the way they made his hair kind of more scraggly and dirty, and then you have the eyeshadow around the eyes. I think it looks really awesome. Of course, course, for those that might not know, but I think obviously if you're watching this and you've seen the trailer, you would know by now that Robert Pattinson is the one that's going to be playing Batman in this movie and not, let's say, Christian Bale or Ben Affleck. The normal Bruce Wayne going to Target is okay. I mean, I like that other Bruce Wayne better, but it's still pretty decent to get like a more regular Bruce Wayne for this set. And then we have the Wingspan Batman, which is pretty sweet, to be honest. I kind of wish though that because this is more of like a Wingspan Batman, that this should have been on a stand and it's more in a flying pose that he's in midair rather than just him standing there and doing that. But nonetheless, pretty cool pop, and I can't exactly predict yet whether this will sell out or not on the Funko shop. Then we got ourselves the 10-inch variant of the Batman. It's just the normal common version that you've seen that isn't the one with the weapon, but made into a bigger scale, jumbo size, which obviously in Funko terms that means it is a 10-inch pop, and it's pretty decent. I'm sure that the details are brought out more in the 10-inch figure when you get to see it in person, rather than seeing it in the 4-inch pop, which I do respect about 10-inch figures. Then we're gonna look at the pop rides involved in this set, which we got ourselves Batman with the Batmobile and then Selina Kyle on the motorcycle, which these are pretty decent. I'm really liking the look of the Batmobile in this movie. It gives me really like vintage vibes for the car, like if it's like, let's say, a vintage like Dodge Charger or Ford Mustang, unlike what we've seen with the Batmobile in the last few years, let's say like a really high-tech vehicle. It looks more of a simple vehicle, but obviously there's probably going to be a lot of high-tech stuff that are added to the Batmobile. I think we've even seen it in the trailers for the Batman movie. And the Selina Kyle on the motorcycle is pretty decent also. But the thing about this that I'm not really a fan of is that just looking at this, and obviously I've not seen this in person, I know photos have surfaced across the internet, but I'm not really a big fan of looking at those dirt sheet pages. I always like the element of surprise, but just judging by this pop rides, I feel like it's going to be one of those pop rides where Funko could have pulled off making this a standard pop, or at least in a deluxe pop, but they're going to make a huge box to add to it where there's just so much space around it. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where people are going to want to buy this when it's more on clearance rather than buying it right away when it goes into, let's say, a GameStop or a Hot Topic for a really high price. And then I guess last but not least to discuss about is, of course, the 4-pack exclusive to Walmart, which simply is just the common variants of the Batman, Oswald, Selina Kyle, and the Riddler slapped into a 4-pack with a Walmart exclusive sticker, which this was a huge problem in 2021, and I'm just not a fan of how they keep continuing to do this. Yes, maybe there are people out there that want to get just these common pops and then they don't want to buy them separately. You can just sell them for, let's say, $5 less than what you'd pay for them separately into a 4-pack, and then boom, you got that. But then let's say you are a person who wants to get the entire set for the Batman, but this is just like buying those pops again. And I hate when Funko does that, but I mean, it's a money grab at the same time. And I don't really see at the moment differences into which it could be a money grab. There have been those 4-packs where you think it's just the singular pops, but there's like one different change in one of the characters that makes you think, God, I need to get that because it's actually a different either colors change or different pose with that character rather than what we've seen in the singular pop. So I can't really tell what's going on there, but they all look the same to me. Overall, I am excited for this movie and I'm excited to see these Funko Pops in person. Especially, I'm excited to see what the Riddler looks like in the movie, and it was cool to see the Riddler when we seen him revealed in the trailer where the one guy gets arrested, and then you look at the zoom of the, I guess, cappuccino. I want to say it's cappuccino because you have like the cream design and it ended up being the question mark, which gave the hint that it is the Riddler. These are some pretty banger Funko Pops to kick off the year of 2022. Anyways, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video about the brand new Funko Pop announcement of the Batman Funko Pops, or I should say, the Batman Funko Pops, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know your favorite pop from this entire set. Personally, I would have to say the Pop in a Box exclusive Unmasked Batman, or I should say Bruce Wayne. I think that one is pretty sweet. And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at a Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, a Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.